This is your daily dose of all things royal. Welcome back, my gorgeous, good-looking friends. Let's play a game of who is behind this tabloid story. Life and Style, U.S. tabloid feature story, King Charles chooses Harry over William. So a couple things to notice here. Since it's been rumored, allegedly, that Meghan is walking on thin ice with WME, any trace of her bashing the family or playing victim once again, she potentially could get dropped. So what we're seeing here now is the focus pivot towards Harry and by proxy then connected to Meghan. But at the same time, it's still continuing to bash the family as well as paint this picture of William being this horrible person in efforts to continue to destroy his reputation. So by the time when he becomes king, it might not even happen. And I see that this is going to continue because this is how petty Meghan and Harry are. So as Meghan no longer has Ashley Hansen, her global press secretary, to push out propaganda, my assumption is that Omid Scobie now is the one who is helping continue on the bashing of the royal family. Recently, Omid has been seen in LA, and it wouldn't surprise me if Omid now has joined forces with Meghan to continue bashing the royal family. Let's go through this article, and you tell me if you see elements of Omid Scobie being the one who is the source here on this one. Now, let's keep in mind that this lying lickspittle has the contacts to all these tabloid magazines as he used to work for them. In this spread, William looks handsome in this photo. Anyhow, the article begins. She hadn't been included in the royal family's Christmas Day walk to St. Mary's Magdalene's Church in more than 30 years. But on December 25th, Sarah Ferguson, 64, strolled side by side with King Charles III, Queen Camilla, Prince William, Princess Kate, and the rest of the gang in Norfolk, England. Just in this paragraph alone, just mentioning Princess Kate, knowing that that's not the preferred way that she would like to be called instead of Princess Catherine, is right off the bat a dig at Catherine. And then bringing up Fergie, we do remember that Meghan and Harry were annoyed that Sarah Ferguson got to join the family for Christmas, but they didn't. And Meghan wanted answers as to why she was not being treated the same way. So the article becomes predictable as we know that this story came from their camp and now is being translated over into this tabloid magazine, a magazine that Meghan traditionally has used in the past. Reportedly, the new king is the one who welcomed the once scandal-plagued ex-wife of Prince Andrew back into the fold after decades of exile. And she's not the only person he's recently made peace with. Life and Style can exclusively reveal that Charles and estranged son Prince Harry are on good terms again. Now, who actually believes that? Come on. They've had their differences, but Charles never stopped loving Harry. He was sad to lose him, even if he wouldn't publicly admit it, notes the insider. So when Harry reached out at the end of 2023, he was more than receptive. The father-son bond they shared never went away, and they were able to mend things pretty quickly, much to the surprise of some family members. I swear, these people truly give themselves away. It was the little lying lickspittle who was the one who was floating this rumor around about Harry and Charles connecting again and on regular speaking terms. Did he forget that he spoke to people about this over a month ago? On the list of blindsided relatives, William. He's furious, admits the insider. His brother has caused so much drama for the royals that when William heard Harry and Charles were talking again, he told his father, "It's Harry or me." And Charles chose Harry. Now William can't help but feel betrayed. Oh, please. Stop creating this, Meghan. It's never going to work. Fool him once, William, 41, has good reason to be wary. Since stepping down as senior members of the royal family and moving to California in 2020, Harry and wife Meghan Markle have repeatedly bashed his relatives in TV and magazine interviews, a Netflix docuseries, and in his memoir, Spare. Well, first you notice that they're not using titles anymore. So you know that this came from the US and you know that it came from Meghan because they are definitely trying, or she's definitely trying now to take that title off. I also see this as an attack on Harry now, bringing him down to her level as the basic low-class commoner that she is, to see if she can reclaim some of her reputation back, but I think overall it's done. Anyhow, from accusing William of being violent and hot-headed as well as unwelcoming to Meghan, to painting Charles, 75, as a cold father who planted unsavory stories about them. Stop taking Harry's calls and cut them off financially. The pair haven't held back on their criticism of the king and his heir. They even lodged claims of racism at the palace, with it later being disclosed that it was Charles who questioned how dark their son Archie's skin tone would be ahead of his birth in 2019. The shocking claim is one of the few that actually elicited a public response from William. "We are very much not a racist family," he insisted. Now, you notice they didn't include Catherine as the other racist that Omid Scobie had put in the book, and I believe that that's because they know that William would go after the magazine and would go after them for including that, because it's absolutely not true, and they know it, and that backfired on them. Silly jabs made by Harry, like commenting on William's alarming hair loss and recalling how Charles used to do headstands in his boxers to relieve neck and back pain, no doubt haven't won him any points with his brother either. William warned his father that it's only a matter of time before Harry betrays the family again, says the insider. It seemingly fell on deaf ears, though. Perhaps that's because William and Charles' own relationship has been on rocky ground of late. Charles doesn't feel pressure when talking to Harry, unlike William, who is itching to be king, says the insider. They're locked in an ongoing power struggle. Now, who is the only one that painted this picture of Prince William being the power-hungry person who wanted to be king? And that was Omid Scobie in that ridiculous book that he wrote. So all roads lead back to this guy. Things haven't been any better between their spouses, Kate, 42, and Camilla, 76, says the insider. Kate's constant conflict with Camilla about issues big and small infuriate Charles. It appears to have further driven him and Camilla towards Harry and Meghan. Bullshit. Keep trying, Meghan. We see you. We know your tricks. So let's hurry up and finish this article with Meghan's delusions of grandeur. Wait till you hear this. The fallout. The insider claims William has responded to his father and brother's unexpected reunion by canceling upcoming official appearances. As of now, he refuses to show up, spills the insider. He's also giving Charles the silent treatment as a kind of revenge. There's a lot of tension between them at the moment. Meanwhile, Harry, who confessed just last year, "I would like to get my father back," Meghan and their two children, Archie and little Betty, are slowly growing closer to Charles. Yeah, okay. Charles has invited the kids to spend time with him at Balmoral, shares the insider of the King's Retreat in Scotland. He's hated not being able to see and connect with his grandchildren over the past few years. He'll likely be seeing a whole lot more of Harry and Meghan as well. Charles is giving them new roles in the monarchy, but has told them to stand by for the specifics, spills the insider. Let's just say William will not be happy about what's in store. Rumor has it there's going to be a major rearrangement of duties. The big news from Charles could push William over the edge. He's feeling beyond stress, says the insider, and bitter. Seriously, that's so pathetic. Do you honestly think that William and Catherine spend their time thinking about those two losers in Montecito? Absolutely not. You can see where this article is coming from and who gave this information. And it just speaks volumes as to now what we will start to see. And perhaps maybe she is paying the lying lickspittle to go out and push the same narrative that they've been pushing in efforts to get people to finally accept and be brainwashed into thinking that, oh, Meghan is such a victim, and oh, she's so valuable to the royal family. She's going to go back one day. No, nope, it's not happening. And it's so hilarious how she has made herself look like the biggest jerk off by continuing to do this. You have to wonder, is there anyone around her telling her, stop, this is madness and insanity? Or is she really just insane? Because that's what it's looking like. That is what I see here is a very mentally ill person that needs to get help. And the only way that this is going to stop is for the money to dry out. And that's what I've been saying this whole entire time. My guess is that she is just throwing money at these stupid stories and paying off these people like Omid to go and do her trashing now and to make her look like, well, I have my hands clean. I'm listening to you, WME. Please don't get rid of me. I can't control the media. You see, this is what I have to deal with to continue creating this optics. Meanwhile, Catherine is now on the cover of Hello with Mary, and this is just beautiful. And I think that really eats her up inside, and it's making her even more insane. So expect to see more of these stories coming out. Expect to see this getting more cringier as we go on. We're going to, I think, soon enough, we're going to start seeing some more parking lot pap walks and just the desperation of it all. But I'm here for it. I've got a lot of popcorn that I bought at Costco that I'm ready to make because it's on. It's happening in 2024. This is the year of reckoning, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Do you think the lying lickspittle is behind this article? Do you see my perspective on where I could hear Scobie's voice coming out in a lot of things that are being said here? Do you think that now Meghan is using Omid Scobie as her PR? I mean, right now she doesn't have a PR team anymore because Ashley left. So she's left to her own devices. But definitely let me know your thoughts below. As always, I will be back with more content. But until then, please be safe and I will talk to you later. Bye.
You're such a fraud.